Hi, I want to welcome you to our Wednesday evening Ascend Global Services webinar. It's my pleasure to introduce our keynote speaker for this evening. It's the president of Ascend Global Services, Mr. Kevin Gantos.
Thank you, Jeff. Great to have you on tonight's webinar. Excited, obviously, about the information we're going to share. I'm sure Ohio hopefully is treating you well, and I can't wait to come out there as we set up our 7-city tour here coming up in the very near future. And Jeff, always a great job. Glad to have you on tonight's webinar, and of course, many of the guests that will be listening in as well. So thank you, my friend, and I'm going to roll right into the information. Thank you, Jeff. Well, the information I just really want to go over is amazing. It's only 15 slides, so you might want to take copious notes, get a pen and paper, take it down, and all the notes you need to get back to the person who invited you on the webinar afterwards and get your questions answered. I believe this is really one of the most powerful opportunities going into 2019, coming into a tax season where you can actually have a home-based business to provide the necessary tax shelters and so much more. So we're going to roll right into it. As you look at the first screen that I have up here, of course, we have CBD oil, $3 billion, Moringa, these are our products actually, our product mix, $4 billion. We have credit restoration done by one of the top people in the country, Dr. Michael Grayson, $6 billion. And of course, cryptocurrency wasn't an industry back in 2008. And here we are, literally 11 years later, over a $300 billion industry. And of course, the behemoth of all industries is the travel industry, $7.6 trillion. Now, why would I have this slide up here with all the dollar amounts? It's really relevant to the fact that this is where AGS is, smack dab in the middle of all these billion-dollar industries to a total of $8 trillion. And here's why this is so key. You know, it's very important to understand if you're looking at an opportunity that there's a big enough pie to be able to obviously share in to allow people to create wealth. And what do I mean by that in a simple sense? Well, if we were only talking about an opportunity that the gross industry was only $1 million, how much could everybody get out of that industry? $1 million. If you're lucky, that's the gross sales, right? This is $8 trillion. As a matter of fact, and let me put it in another perspective. If I gave everybody $1 billion that's on tonight's webinar, and I said the rule was if I give you $1 billion, you can only spend only $1,000 a day, right? Which would be a great lifestyle. I think we can all agree that's $30,000 a month, right? You realize it would take you over 2,700 years to just spend $1 billion. Well, trillion is 1,000 times that. So that's the pie AGS is smack dab in the middle of. It's a cutting edge company, meaning when a new opportunity comes, and I'm probably more excited about the products and services that haven't been invented yet that we'll be participating in. So really AGS is about building a legacy company that's here long after you and I are gone. So this is about obviously wealth on a whole nother level. So let's roll right into the next slide. Obviously, one of the most important things to be able to have, and that is the right management team to move the company into the new, obviously, millennium. And what do I mean by that? Well, you got to make sure that you have people that have already had prior experience, that this is not an experiment. So you're not a lab rat coming into an opportunity, but literally people that have had prior experience. So if we just start over on the left-hand side, you got Mr. John Marks, CEO. He came to this country literally prior to being in the country from Portugal with literally no shoes on his feet till he was 13 years old. And yet he comes to this country and through work ethic and learning a new language and all the things necessary to create any kind of wealth, right, hit the ground running. And today has amassed over a conglomerate, over $20 million, obviously in companies, whether that's in the trucking industry, meaning schools, leasing companies and all of that, into the nutritional restaurant industry chain that he's obviously a majority shareholder of throughout the United States, as well as being probably more excited about being part of a direct sales company, which was one of his dreams, is very, very relevant. So that allows us to come to the business fully funded, debt-free, and allow us to obviously go into the next, hundreds of years with an opportunity. So we want to give it a shout out to John and of course his beautiful wife, Herminia, and his children for allowing him to be a part of what it is we're doing and funding this full project. Of course, you have yours truly, as Jeff had mentioned. I'm the president CEO of the company. Just my background, of course, I've been building traditional companies my whole life, and what I share with you is not to impress you, but to impress upon you. Some of the companies, the industries I was in, whether that was in construction, finance, real estate, you name it. But in the direct sales industry, I came to this part of the industry literally December 18th, 1995. So had a lot of fun in this industry. We helped a lot of people in the industry, so a lot of good, a lot of bad. And of course, we want to bring simply the good of the industry. And what is the basics of the industry? It's the basics of the industry, the network marketing business, is allowing not only you to make money, but allow you to enjoy the benefit of other people you bring to the network. And them building sales, you actually get paid a percentage of that as well. And it's not so much about sales as much as it is about sharing. But that's the beautiful part about what it is. So my background, of course, has been blessed to hit top 10 levels and create wealth. My finance company, we built that to $650 million in the first 3 years in gross revenue, and really excited about bringing all of that here. You got Mr. Roscoe Thompson, serial entrepreneur as well. Highly sought after in the industry he's been in, hit top 10 levels as well in the direct sales industry. As a matter of fact, we met over 20 some years ago. And he's done a great thing. He's got a beautiful wife. He likes balance in his life. He's all about integrity, and is also a director of training. Why is that relevant? Because when you think about director of training, who has he been trained by? Who's been his mentors? It's the Jim Rohns, the John Maxwells. The whole list goes on and on. And so if we think about his ability, whether that's Anthony Robbins or Robert Kiyosaki in real estate, or, he's been trained by these people live, not just through a book, but live. All right. Darren Hardy's another prime example. But more importantly, his beautiful wife and 7 kids, his children are truly a testament of what he's done in his life fighting for balance. We have Miss Connie Reeves, our director of Ascensor. Again, very passionate about the nonprofit sector, reaching out, whether that's the Boy Scouts of America or church organizations. Very, very passionate about it. We liken her to the first lady of the company. A dear friend of mine, you'll hear me say this all the time. That's really who she is. And, of course, Natalie Hall, really a superstar in her space, in her element, simply because she's done a great job. She started out in the industry over 11 years ago in the direct sales industry on the side of customer service, oversaw a team of over 100 people in the call center. Her core team was 10 to support those 100 and so on. And, of course, she is here now on board with us to do the same. We got Sabrina Alt, again, another serial entrepreneur, a millionaire, actually, to say the least. Built multi-million-dollar companies. She owns multi-million-dollar companies, but is very passionate about our True Hemp division. Her and I came together through a mutual friend of ours, her uncle, actually. I've known her for over 10 years. And, of course, we brought the brand of True Hemp to the company through collaboration. Just really, again, another superstar in the company. I actually hit some of the top 10 levels in the company, national director, as well as Roscoe did. And, of course, introduced me to a gentleman by the name of Kevin Fitzgerald, who's literally became a millionaire in the travel space by the time he was 30 years old. And, of course, it was one of the top people in the industry. And, of course, is helping us to expand our travel vertical. So imagine health, whether that's wealth, physical, mental, you name it. We're excited about that rollout that's going to happen here very, very soon with our Platinum product, Platinum Travel product, Platinum and Platinum Plus. And, of course, Marilyn Madero, our director of the Philippines, rightly so, built, before I go on to Marilyn, Kevin Fitzgerald also built organizations of thousands of representatives, close to 10,000, as well as myself and many of us. Sabrina Alt as well, Mr. Roscoe Thompson. Marilyn Madero, of course, is probably the one that's produced the largest organization in the industry, over 100,000 distributors, if you can believe that, have gone through in her career. Job well done. 30,000 of those are out of the Philippines. We're looking to reduplicate that here in AGS. And understand, AGS launched January of last year, so we're coming strong into our 13th month. As we speak, we have Earl Miller, our director of the Bahamas, and rightly so. I was born and raised in the Bahamas, moved to the States, and, of course, flies between here and there literally on a weekly basis, if you can believe that. And Jean Mueller, of course, our director of Haiti. So that's a taste of our international expansion between Maryland, Earl, and Jean Mueller. Excited about what we're doing. So there's the bench strength of the corporation, and there's so many unseen sung heroes, I should say, whether that's Maria, whether that's our CTO, Amit, or the CEO our back-end provider, Robert, the whole list goes on. There's a huge team of people to support your business long-term legacy. The products I'm really excited about, we came to the nutrition side through Moringa. As a matter of fact, John and I, we actually beta tested the Moringa product, lost weight, built energy, so many other things, and I love it. Our price points are very, very competitive. You can see that as you go onto our site after tonight's webinar. And of course, our True Hemp brand has brought a lot of lift to the company, whether that's pet treats. We even have more products that'll be added, of course. So that's our gummies, our coffee, and our dark chocolate toffee products, our edibles. Our product is really a second to none and very, very competitive, whether that's salve, whether that's cream, whether that's soft gels, or our tinctures, which are probably our most popular of all, whether that's a 250 to 500 at 1,000 milligram, is doing a great job. This stuff is flying off the shelves, literally is flying off the shelves. So again, the next vertical that I'm really excited about is our travel club. As I alluded to earlier, just imagine being in a healthy situation and just being able to go on a trip and learn how to travel for free. We're going to have certifications in place this year and allow you to be trained on how to actually travel for free. And so, again, it doesn't get any better than that. So look out for that. Our webinar trainings on that, as well as Sabrina, our director of True Hemp, is being certified as a CBD instructor. So that training is going to be coming to us as well, which leads us right into how do we get paid? Very, very simple. Listen, look at this slide. You actually get paid 100% in retail commissions. What does that mean? Well, that means if you're a distributor and you have our 500 milligram, we'll say wholesale at $59.95, right? Or $59 that you buy it for, and it's retail at $89, and people can buy through your site for, we'll say, $79 at a discount over everybody else in the industry. You keep that margin. You heard me right. Not a percentage of it, but all of it. So we have people that stop right here, literally come in for the cost of an auto ship, whether that's $49, $59, or $69, and in doing so, get the product every month shipped out to them. And if that's all you did here, you'd still have the benefits of a tax shelter and, more importantly, getting a product at a wholesale price. And there's plenty of people that do that here at AGS. But here's the part. You actually get paid that commission. So let me reiterate that one more time. If you come into the business and I'm looking to buy our True Hemp product, we'll pretend our CBD oil, and I want to get a 500 milligram, and I go online and shop at everywhere else in the world, and I see that, hey, wow, great price at $79, right? You realize that if I buy it through your site, you're getting it for $59. That $20 gets paid to you the following month. Every month, every month, every month. If I buy it every month, you get paid every month. $20 on that. So if you have 3 people buying from your website, that would offset your bottle that you're getting every month or your cost of having this product, whether that's Moringa, whether that's Travel True Hemp. I'm just using the True Hemp as an example here. 100% in retail commissions. So it doesn't stop there. Here's what's great about it. You know, as Jeff had brought me on the line, I actually met Jeff through Roscoe Thompson many years ago. So let's pretend you got started in the business, you like the product, you like the fact that you're buying wholesale, and maybe your sister decides to get it or a friend gets it through your website. Don't you think in time they'll think, you know what, I think I want to buy this wholesale. So they come into your business, and a second person comes to your business. Within your first 30 days, the company's going to pay you a $100 bonus. Even the most you could have spent here to enroll, right, could have been $69 in our platinum package, right? The bottom line is you actually offset your enrollment. Not only are you getting the product and the benefits of a tax shelter, you actually made a bonus. But it doesn't stop there. Let's say you help Jill and Jeff. And so Jill and Jeff go out and they do what you did. They wanted to make their $100 each in bonuses. Congratulations. You do that in your first 60 days, get promoted to executive team leader, and you make another $200. So month 1, you made $100, right? Remember, you only came in to buy the product. Month 2, you made another $200, so you made $300. But again, it goes on 2 more months after that. So let's say in month 3, right, Jill and Jeff became an ETL like you did in month 2. Well, now you made another $400 for a total of $700. Not bad considering you're already in the business. You got the tax shelter. You're getting your product on wholesale. But now, of course, you made another bonus of $400 for $700. And now we'll just go to national director, which is the fourth pin level in the company before you get to the higher pin levels, which I'm going to show you in a little bit, where there's actually lifestyle bonuses attached to it. You actually become a national director within your first 4 months, right? And maintain it 2 months thereafter. You get another $800 for a total of $1,500 for going national director, and yet you only have 30 people in your group. Here's what's so great about it. Let's pretend you enrolled all 30 of those people yourself. You could actually sponsor place them within your organization to hit that pin level. So AGS as a company can't do any more for you. We believe representatives first, and that's why we're set up the way we're set up. So just imagine that. You came in because you wanted to buy wholesale, enjoy the benefits of a tax shelter, made $1,500, and now it gets better than that because you say, you know what? I think I'm going to go out and enroll my third person and do the same thing. Here's what happens. In this, now you're in the running for what we call our ambassador position and our diamond position. What does that mean? Instead of 2 lines that got you to the national director, now you're doing it with 3 lines, and now you have a team of 300 people. Your 30 turned into 300 people. Congratulations. Not only are you getting paid on all those auto ships, you're getting paid a lifestyle bonus of $1,000 a month on top of everything else. Why is that relevant? In Ohio, as Jeff had alluded to, that would cover, probably most of the people's mortgage payments in Ohio, not in California where I'm at, but for sure there. Or it could cover your car notes or whatever, right? Again, you came in to get your product wholesale, introduce it to a few friends, and enjoy the benefits of a tax shelter and get healthy, and now this has happened to you, right? How do I know this? Because it's already happened to people like me and many of the directors you just saw on the site, all right? And now your team goes from 300 people to 900, and all those people attached to all of them are auto ships because no money moves through our compensation plan unless customers are acquired. And now you went from 1,000 in lifestyle bonus on top of 900 people that you're getting paid auto ship. Let's say you just made $5 on one auto ship, right, in your organization, or $3 or whatever that number is. We know what our math is here, but in that case, that would be $4,500 plus the $1,500, $6,000 a month, and yet you only enrolled 3 people. Remember that. You only enrolled 3. You didn't enroll all these people. I know I enrolled a few key leaders, and from them came thousands of people. And on our compensation plan, you'd make an extra $1,500 a month. But it doesn't stop there. Now those 900, so 3 in a simple scenario, 3 getting 3, now there's 3,000 people in your team. I know. I remember when my team got to 3,000. I'm sure Kevin did, and Sabrina, and Roscoe, and Marilyn, right? And now all of a sudden you got an extra $3,000 on top of 3,000. Just do math on 5. We'll keep it simple. What's 5 times 3? It's 15,000 plus the 3 is 18,000, right? And now your team grows this. Now, again, I'm not saying that to impress you, but to impress upon you, my team's been well over 9,000 people in my career, as well as, again, if I take Kevin Fitzgerald, Sabrina, Roscoe, and Maryland, right, or even Jean Mueller that you saw over there, one of the other directors. But the bottom line is, what's 5 times 9,000? That's 45,000 plus a $10,000 lifestyle a month. It's $55,000 a month. Now, that doesn't mean everybody's going to get here. The point is, you have the ability to do that. So if you're looking for a career change, available here, right? Again, how do you eat an elephant? One bite at a time. Don't try to bite this all off at once. How about if you just get started, enjoy the product, enjoy the tax benefits, and in doing so, share this. Don't sell it, but share this and plug them into a system that's already in place. So now we go into the next slide. Next slide, of course, is our unilevel. This is amazing. As I was alluding to you before, the $3 and the $5 and all of that, I'm using this really watered down to keep this very, very simple, right? So let's say you enroll Jeff, myself, and Connie, and we're on your first level, right? That would be 3 IBOs. IBO simply stands for independent business owner. There's a lot of acronyms in this business, but IBO stands for that. So we would be your 3 IBOs, right? And let's say we base this on $50 of commission value between myself, another $50 through Jeff, another $50 through Connie. That would be $150 commission value. On level 1, no matter what falls on level 1, you get paid 10% of that. You heard me right. 10%, not a percentage of 10%, but all 10%, all right? So you make $15 just on a hit, $150 in commission value. That's crazy, right? And you're going to get paid that on level 2, right? On level 5 and level 6, 10%. On level 3 and level 4, right, you're going to get paid 5%. But on level 7, I call it the mother load, right? Why is that? because three getting three, most of your people fall on your seventh level. We have people that are out there with $1,000 and $2,000 in commission value. Just one person, Renette Trenier is a prime example out of the East Coast, but part of Sabrina's group who lives in San Diego, right, gets paid on someone she never met or knew or will ever probably know. Well, she'll probably get to know her time, yes. But just add that up at 20%. That's an extra $200 to $400 just on level 7 loan because a one yoga center is marketing our CBD product, our True Hemp line. Okay? But in this example, three getting three in a perfect world, you'd have over 3,000 people, as you saw in the prior slide of Ambassador, 3,000 people. This is how it happens, right? And now that's 300,000 a year because this is 15 plus 45 plus all 7 levels. You're adding all the 7 levels. So in this case, it'd be 300,000. But let's say you missed this by 90%. Remember, you only came to this business for a tax shelter, but more importantly, to buy a product at a wholesale price. That works, right? Let's say you missed this by 90%. So only 1 out of 10 did what I said of the people we're talking about. That would be an extra $30,000 a year because you wanted to buy a bottle of our True Hemp 500 milligram at a wholesale price. And you introduced this to 3 people that did the same. And yet after it was all said and done, of all the people that we introduced to, only 1 out of 10 did this. Would that make a difference in your life? We know the answer. Of course it would be. So here's how you get started, right? We know there's typically 3 kinds of people look at any information. Number 1 says, you know what, are you kidding me? I'm here for the product. I'm on board. I can't even believe this thing exists. Number 2 says, maybe I got some questions. So fine, get back to the person invited on tonight's webinar. Or number 3, you said, you know what? Hey, for right now, I just want to be a customer, try out the product. Fine, get back to the person who invited you. Go onto the website. Yeah, you'll pay retail, but even at retail, we're competitive. Try out the product, and not 80% of the people that do that do come on board, by the way, as a distributor in AGS land, okay? So, again, you could pick between 3 packages. It's very, very simple. Enroll as little as $49.95, $59, or $69. In the silver package, you get Moringa tea, our Moringa line, plus a travel porthole, right? Our gold is really CBD only. It's a True Hemp line. Trust me, again, we have multiple different kinds of auto ship. So this is the auto ship. This is the enrollment. So when you enroll, you get 500 milligrams month after month after month. And you have the ability, once you enroll, to go to your back office and change out all the ships and select what you like to add and all of that. And, of course, our Platinum really is our travel vertical. So if you're really just excited about travel, you want to come in our Platinum side. And, of course, you'll be seeing Platinum or Platinum Plus, allow you to be an actually full-fledged travel agent once you're certified to make commissions on travel. So there you have it. You pick the package you want to come in, and that's all you're going to spend every month. You're going to get a product every month shipped out to you, but more importantly, it's like you get a business for free on top of that and the ability to get paid on a team of people that are doing the same. So how does all this work? We shared a lot of information in a short period of time. It's about support, training and support. So you don't have to worry about reinventing any of this. You don't have to do this webinar. All you have to do is invite people. You invite them to our Monday night, every week conference calls, right? We have trainings every Wednesday. We call it Webinar Wednesday that you just plug people into, right? Done by top producers and corporate principals and all of that doing these things like yours truly, right? We got weekly leadership calls in place on Thursday, right? We got training tools and reporting, meaning you got a turnkey business. You can go to your back office. You can download videos, send them out to people. You can do reporting. Your reporting's right there so you can see who's coming into your team, who's buying what, and all of that. And, of course, we have local events throughout the United States and, of course, the Bahamas right now. We're actually doing a little bit of, obviously, exposure into Canada and the UK. But for right now, we're focusing on domestically because people are really passionate about our True Hemp line and many of our other products, right? So local events, regional events. I've got a 7-city tour I'm putting together to be able to hit Rhode Island, right? Cleveland, Ohio, Fort Lauderdale, Florida. We're looking to do Dallas, Texas, looking to Vallejo in Northern California, and San Diego in Southern California. And if I left out any, I think that is all 7. We'll be doing regional events where yours truly, the president of AGS, will be out in those markets. And, of course, our national event we're looking to do once we promote out. Remember, we're in month 13. We promote out ambassadors because ambassadors take time to build. It's not an overnight sensation, right? You don't just instantly have a group of 300 people in your team or 900, it takes time to grow exponentially. Those 3 need to enroll 3 and so on. And in time, like a family grows, your team will grow. And once we have that minimal amount of ambassadors, 3 silver ambassadors, at least a gold ambassador, we will celebrate them. They will be training on the stage. It might be you that's doing that, where you'll be training from the stage to hundreds of people in the audience. And at that point, we're on our way as a company. How do I know this? Because I've been in this space for over 20 years and I've seen it. Just imagine you getting promoted to a silver ambassador, gold, or platinum, or even a presidential diamond, and being recognized in front of thousands of people playing your song. You get to pick your song. You get to have a little bit of speech, right? And more importantly, to inspire a team that's in the audience to see if you can do it, they can do it. And that's really what the business is about. It's more taught than it is taught. And of course, just to recap so you understand, and just in a minimal instance here, right? Step 1 is very simple as 1, 2, 3. You want to share the products and services, right? And get paid 100% in retail commissions, whether that's a Moringa line or True Hemp line or a travel line, all in place. Step 2 is, again, share the AGS opportunity, enroll 2 people into the business here, and congratulations. Do that in your first 30 days and receive a $100 bonus. And of course, step 3 is to help your 2 people to do the same in your first 60 days and receive another $200 for $300. And of course, as we shared in the prior slides, you can earn another $400 and of course another $800 for a total of $1,500 for going national director. So again, for guests that are on today's webinar, thank you for participating. Get back to the person who invited you. And this does conclude today's webinar. So take care. God bless. This is Kevin Gantos, president of AGS, signing out. Bye-bye now.